Hello YouTube, welcome back to my silly survival world. I do not have much time today. I have been a busy fella here in real life, but I do have a concept of what I want to work on today. We have spent such a very long time on the super smelter. I feel that we have neglected the everything else. Here's where I think we are going to start. I don't have any birch saplings. We're going to go get birch saplings. I want leaves, so I'm going to say dark oak leaves. Maybe a cherry tree could be fun. Otherwise, I'm going to say that mangrove leaves are the goat. I don't think I'm going to go for spruce leaves. I like the idea of bringing bushes. Sunflowers, that's going to be awesome. You know, I might actually start the first task for our new super smelter. I want to get some fallen leaves smelted up, because if you didn't know, fallen leaves have like the dumbest recipe ever. You have to put them in a furnace. Alright. Now I believe I should be able to just stick these into the input chest. We are going to give this a click and watch this bad boy light up. Oh my god! I haven't seen it work yet. Oh, that was beautiful. That's one of the most beautiful things I've ever laid eyes on. Oh, and just like we had hoped, this thing is working its magic. This thing 100% supplies items faster than the items can smelt. So I am very, very happy that we did go for the clock system that we did on the inputs. Alright, all 3 stacks of leaf litter are smelted up in record time. This thing does keep burning. 3 stacks is not a challenge for it, even with just 1 kelp block per furnace. Right, I just did the math. For each row of kelp blocks that are inside of the furnace array, it can smelt 7 stacks of items, which, you know, for some people, for the big time technical players, that's not a lot. But for me, that is plenty. So right away, I'm thinking, how can I very quickly improve this little pond of ours? I know a commenter did recommend before, or I guess suggest, that we add axolotls. I am all for that concept, but our last axolotl friends did die, so I do want to be a little cautious with that. Alright, I know for a fact we are going to need some bones. Now, I have placed a couple of moss blocks around here, and I think I'm just going to hit each one of these one time. That'll give me something that is proper, just natural, random generation. And already, I think that does a lot for the place, but we can definitely do better. I've got out a stack of mossy cobblestone, and we're just going to take this and mix it in at the edges where the stone meets the moss. Alrighty, so I've mixed in some mossy cobblestone, and I think that does a lot to just blend this together. Maybe a little more here along the tops. I was focusing on the sides quite a bit. Oh, let's go! We have some rain with the flowing water sounds. What a vibe. What a good vibe. I want to get a couple of bushes here, and I'm thinking that it's going to mostly be made up of oak and azalea. So one slightly darker, one slightly lighter, but generally works together. Somehow or another, I don't think I actually had any azalea bushes, which is absolutely... Somebody started spelling out Moss Farm. Oh my goodness. Somebody watched the Moss Farm episode. I could be wrong here, but I'm going to take a guess in the dark, a stab in the dark, and say that that is the doing of copper. Oh, dude, the Minecraft tutorial world text spelling out Moss Farm. I remember that concept so vividly. God, we gotta work on that, dude. That's wonderful start. Wonderful start. Yo. Yeah, we're in like full thunderstorm territory. The lightning. Man, does it get better than this? Is it just me, or does Minecraft Lightning, this could be a result of my mods, but it sounds like it has a bit of a snare or a kick drum. Yeah, that last Thunder Strike didn't have it, but that first one I feel like really did on the tail end of the sound. Oh, there it was again. No, that's like a kick. I should shut up because I don't know what I'm talking about and probably sound stupid to anyone who does. Actually, isn't that just the story of my life? I have brought along some drip leaves as well. I tend to be pretty sparing with these, or at the very least, I like using them as platforms, right? So I'm thinking, we're coming in somewhere. What are we doing? Maybe we walk up this side here? Would it be worth having a path that... Oh, we can't actually plant this here. Okay, so assuming that we put in some moss blocks to allow for it, would it be worth having a path to jump over past the waterfall? Okay, let me get a feel for this. So we are a silly individual running up the path. Oh boy, I want to go this way. I do kind of like that. Do I want more than that? I feel like it could take away from the spectacle of the waterfall, but I don't mind those two. Well, one thing we super need to do, we should get some leaves here piled up by the sides of the waterfall. Always just a good combo, waterfalls and overgrown moss. Okay, we have some silly little leafy mess here mixed in. I think we are going to add leaf litter along with that, really just make all of this a total mess. Now, isn't that just perfect? Okay, we've got some sunflowers. I believe they should face this direction. That's correct. I was thinking that we could get them on that face of the water here. And I think I would be pretty sparing with these. So what if I do something like this? So 1, 2, over on the other side. Just start plopping them up over here. Oh, that's adorable. That's adorable. Big fan. Big fan. All right, we can plant ourselves a bush here. Bushier bushes. One of the best texture packs ever made. I love these things. Oh, now if that isn't an upgrade, I don't know what is, man. Okay, well, in a comment on a previous video, I had mentioned that I went to get glass there in front of the waterfall. It shouldn't affect it visually, but it should stop any axolotl friends in the future from dying. All right, 3 blocks, like so. Never mind. Oh, man. We're gonna have to sleep the rain away. I don't want to. I love the rain, but it's too dark. Alrighty, I guess the rainbow's okay. Also, I gotta say, Solas's sky has been peak. I don't know what has changed, but I mean, it may just be that I've replaced the clouds. I love it so much. I've been such a big fan. But that's not intended. I'm going to go bring a water bucket. Oh. Well, isn't that something? We had to go and waterlog the bottom ones, but I guess the top ones were fine. Well, this little glass barrier here, it does maybe take a little away visually, but it should allow us to go get axolotl friends, and I very much hope that we can keep them here safely. I really wasn't expecting to have the time to go out today, but I guess that I overestimated how long my concepts would take. I've gotten kind of used to working on the technical stuff with the super smelter and spending 2 hours struggling and cutting most of it out. Honestly, I'm hoping that we can still find the old axolotl cave. Is it? I want to say that's somewhere on... No, that's... Well, now I'm actually starting to think Quinn might live like right next to the old axolotl cave. Right here is the current progress on their base. I suppose they've got a clean foundation now for the second story. But yeah, no, wait, this is it. This is it right here. I dug this staircase ages ago. This is probably my boat. And it is just as obnoxiously long of a walk as I remember it being. Axolotl friend! Hello there, Pink! I love you. You are permanent friend now. Let's go! We got bucket of his head! Oh, his head! That's feel like how that animation is supposed to look. Okay. What is that sound? Does that sound come from the oars? Well, 2 axolotl friends is a great start. Wow. Mystical sounds around here, like crystals or something. Oh, yellow! Let's go! We're gonna catch them all. Yay. No, get in here. You know what? I feel like I gotta get this off my conscience. The reason it took me so long to say catch them all is because the first thing I wanted to say was taste the rainbow. But we are not going to eat axolotl friends, okay? Okay, well, I think that's all the axolotl friends that we're going to find for the time being. Yo, blue. Do I want pink too? I can take pink too, but I like pink 1 really. And there's a brown too. Yeah, I think I'll stick to unique colors. Alrighty, I think that we are going to retire the pearls for the time being. And that's certainly not looking the way it's supposed to. Alright, it's a little bit unfortunate to miss out on the boat animation as it is so fun. But we can see it here in third person, plus our third person is extra silly as it was always meant to be. This is actually great. Wow. Wait a second, this control's so silly. Oh, look at me drift, dude. Have you ever seen boat drifting this powerful? Well, let us say goodbye to Quinn's work in progress place. And off to home. Now, I could go more directly to my house, but I want to take the route past the village here. Hello, villagers. Goodbye, villagers. I am off to better places. Through the gap we go, not very smoothly at all. Now, it has been way too long since we have ridden underneath the bridge here. Oh man, this was episode 2, dude. I still think this build holds up really well. I am such a big fan of that. And we arrive back at the garden. That was such an incredibly enjoyable trip. Wow, am I glad that I retired the ender pearls for that. Well, ow. Okay, let's get up to the pool. I might have, oh, nope, it's right over there. And we are going to get all of our new axolotl friends in. So let's go. 1, 2, 3, and ow, that's not an axolotl. 4. Let's go. We got 4 different colors here for the pool. Now, my only current concern, look at this dude. Look, why are you like this? My only current concern is that they're going to try and swim up this and then jump out of the waterfall. I'm uncertain if they suffocate outside of water. Okay, here's what I'm going to do, right? I knew it. I knew it. How did you get out? I just looked away. Okay, yeah, these guys are definitely all going to jump straight out, and I don't understand why. What else can I do for you? I knew it. I just told you. They're going to take this, and they're going to jump out the side. What do they do? What's the first thing you do? All right, for the time being, I'm not going to prevent them from coming down here, but I am going to give them a pool of water so that they won't die as soon as they do. Okay, 2 block deep pool of water done. So now they won't suffocate down here as they should aggregate to the pool. Well, as unfortunate as it is that our axolotl friends are quite as stupid as they are, this is awesome. I'm such a big fan of this view right now. Screenshot that. Somehow or another, I still have time, which I really underestimated, I guess, how much I could get done in such a short period of time. Let's go stone stairs, and I want to work a little bit on cleaning up the path outside, and maybe we can even start figuring out some lights for this area down here. Oh, I think I am beginning to understand why these stairs were not waterlogging. If there are not blocks underneath the stair, it cannot waterlog automatically. That is the dumbest thing I've ever heard of, dude. I guess to speed up the process, we can put some blocks down here, since that apparently affects the mechanics of waterlogging. Yeah, and now watch this. We do every other block, and that went so quickly. That went so quickly, and that's such a dumb way for that mechanic to work. Okay, big pathway upgrade out here. Or maybe not an upgrade, just finishing the work. Now, let me go grab 2 items that I'm considering plopping around down here. I don't seem to actually have any lanterns right now, and I'm almost certain that they are all stacked up at the mushroom forest. Okay. Wow. Man, I feel like I've forgotten just how cool this is. I forget how cool things are all the time. I forget everything all of the time. Somehow or another, I am actually not seeing any lanterns, and that's highly concerning. Maybe out over here where I worked on the new horse stable? Yes! Yes, that's plenty. That's plenty. Alrighty, now I wanted to try out just having a couple of these on the path. So one quick little chain and a lantern being held up by it. I think these look quite cute. They are a very non-committal light. I might put larger lanterns around. I really do think I will, but for the time being, I like these. Okay. I have a couple of these down, so these should do an alright job at lighting up the path. I've been putting them down every 5 blocks. They are a little bit odd with the way they're spaced on all the different paths, and I think that's fine. Alright everybody, we have 3 new additions to the garden today, so welcome Messy Vibe, Nova Ninja Gaming 123, and Rio 3 Gaming. I found the closest natural spawn pig I could since his profile picture was a pig. Anyways, if you would like your name added in a future episode, leave a comment down below. I add everybody's ever commented on any video in the series, but for the time being, I believe that I'll be seeing you there tomorrow. Bye-bye.